Thank you, Mark. Registered sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has died from an apparent suicide. The FBI now looking into his prison cell death in New York City. The 66-year-old wealthy financier was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Tonight, federal prosecutors say their investigation into the allegations of sexual abuse from Epstein will move forward. Prosecutors are also urging other potential victims to break their silence. In a statement to the Southern District of New York, notes that others could face charges in this case. Prosecutors say Epstein sexually abused dozens of underage girls in New York and at his Palm Beach mansion. At 6:30 this morning, the Justice Department says Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell in the special housing unit from an apparent suicide. He was taken to a hospital and died from his injuries. Sources report he was taken off suicide watch. We spoke with News4JAX crime and safety expert Ken Jefferson about how someone in custody may have harmed themselves.
Someone evidently dropped the ball. Every time that the inmate leaves the cell, when he comes back, he's searched. Every time he goes to court, anytime he's away from that confinement, when he comes back, he has to be searched.
Last month, shortly after he was denied bail, Epstein was found semi-conscious in his cell with injuries to his neck. While on the watch, he received daily psychiatric evaluations. Attorney General William Barr has said he's, quote, appalled and there will be, quote, serious questions that must be answered after learning of Epstein's death. Senator Rick Scott also made remarks saying the victims of Jeffrey Epstein's heinous actions deserved an opportunity for justice. Today, that opportunity was denied to them. The Federal Bureau of Prisons must provide answers on what systemic failures the MCC Manhattan or criminal acts allowed this coward to deny justice to his victims. And we will continue to follow this developing story on air and online at news4jax.com. Epstein's death comes one day after court documents were unsealed. The papers include affidavits and depositions of key witnesses in the case filed in 2015 accusing Epstein of sex trafficking underage girls. Well, Ribault High School's football coach removed from his position 2 weeks ago before the 2 weeks right now before the regular season kicks off. So Duval County Public Schools says it alerted parents and players to the decision earlier today. News4JAX reporter Allison Henning went to Ribault High and met with some former players.
The school district is saying Kelvin Smith's removal is due to an ongoing internal investigation. Exactly what that investigation entails is what we are working to find out right now. We do know Smith was about to enter his 4th season coaching at his alma mater. He led the Trojans to 3 consecutive state playoff berths. We spoke with a few Ribault alumni who were speechless after learning the team is now without a head coach 2 days before the start of the school year.
It's not a good time. It's not a good time. I thought this would be a turnaround year for the football team. I thought they were headed in the right direction. But with them firing them, it's just going to be, I don't know.
You know, I work with the band programs, so doing the kids like that is a real disservice as well. So we got to get to the bottom of that, find out what's really going on. Really, that's really sad, man. It breaks my heart, actually.
An interim head coach has not been named at this point, but we do expect that to happen very soon. For now, reporting Allison Henning, Channel 4, the local station.
6 years after 2 teenage girls were killed in a drive-by shooting in Jacksonville's northwest side, family members are still waiting for justice. 14-year-old Megan Simmons was spending the night at 13-year-old Jasmine Shelton's mother's home on Missouri Avenue when someone opened fire on the house. Today marks exactly 6 years since Jasmine died in her sleep. Megan, who was on life support, died 4 days after. News4JAX reporter Maggie Lorenz spoke with family members and has the latest from the police investigation.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office suspended the case in 2017 until police could get more information, which they haven't. I talked to Megan's grandmother on the phone today about her struggle to find these 2 young girls justice. Not a day goes by that Karen Simmons doesn't think about her granddaughter Megan. The tragedy that happened 6 years ago is still fresh in her mind.
It's like a piece of my life, and I know my daughter's just was ripped out from under us. You know, when we got that call from her, Jasmine's mother. that Megan had been shot. And our lives have never been the same since. Probably never will be.
Megan lived with her for a time, and she says the two of them did almost everything together. She describes her granddaughter as a light to everyone she met.
She was the greatest thing to me. She wanted to sing, and she had a good voice. She wanted to be on American Idol, and she wanted to go out and sing. And she enjoyed people, and she had a lot of friends.
To this day, there have been no arrests, and the case remains unsolved. Karen says she talked a couple months ago to the detective who originally handled the case, but says he no longer works the homicide division and that he had no updates.
I mean, I pray every day that just some way we can find out who did it and put them where they need to be. I just want some peace, some closure, I guess.
Megan and Jasmine were killed the weekend before school started, when they would have started the 8th and 6th grades. The home on Missouri Avenue where the shooting happened has been demolished, and Megan's mother has moved out of Jacksonville. Karen Simmons says she thinks police know who did this, but they don't have enough evidence to bring charges. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. In downtown, Maggie Lorenz, Channel 4, the local station.
Well, all lanes have reopened after a hit-and-run crash on the Dames Point Bridge. DOT cameras captured this morning a trailer hanging off the bridge in the northbound lanes. It has been towed away, and there are other concerns with the city bridges this weekend. A number of major closures are taking place. News4JAX reporter Zach Lashway has an update on the Matthews Bridge and Main Street Bridge.
The River City is known for its bridges. Today, at least 2 are closed and several others experience disruptions. At the base of the Main Street Bridge, multiple road closed signs. The bridge was closed from 7 to 4 today and will close again tomorrow from 7 to 4 for inspections. The recommended detour is the Acosta Bridge. A road closed sign is also at the base of the Matthews Bridge at East Union Street and North Liberty Street. All eastbound lanes are closed. Only one westbound lane is open. The bridge will not fully open until Monday morning at 6. Crews are doing maintenance. An alternate route for you to take will be the Hart Bridge. Earlier this morning, one northbound lane of the Dames Point Bridge was blocked. This video from our traffic camera shows what appears to be a trailer hanging off the side of the bridge. The situation was resolved quickly. No further information was available. In Jacksonville, Zach Lashway, Channel 4, the local station.
Remembering the victims of Dayton and El Paso. Still ahead this weekend marks 1 week after 31 people were killed in back-to-back mass shootings. Plus, Hulk Hogan causes an uproar in Chicago. Coming up, the viral video that's prompted an investigation for police officers.
Oh, we love Chicago PD. Yes, sir. Chicago PD for life. For life.